Hello, my name is Tessa AGUAR. This presentation summarizes my master's thesis, More Than a Daughter, Exploring the Lived Experience of Daughters of Mothers with Mental Illness. Using interpretive phenomenological analysis, this study examines how adult daughters experience caregiving and the mother-daughter relationship when a mother has a long-term mental illness. Maternal mental illness is common and has well-documented effects on children. However, most research focuses on childhood outcomes. Much less is known about how these experiences persist into adulthood, particularly within the mother-daughter relationships. Daughters are more likely to internalize emotional responsibility early, and shared gender often intensifies the bond with their mothers. This can make individuation especially complex. Yet caregiving daughters within this dyad remain underrepresented in research. The aim of this study was to understand the lived experience of adult daughters who have entered a caregiving role for their mother with mental illness. Using IPA, four adult daughters from Western cultural contexts participated in an in-depth interview, which was transcribed verbatim and analyzed ideographically. Analysis revealed three overarching phases: childhood experiences, adult meaning making, and present day identity and relationships. I'll focus on the three master themes that capture the core of these daughters' experiences. Master theme 1: Growing up in her shadows. This master theme captures childhood environments marked by emotional instability and reduced attunement. Daughters described unpredictability, confusion, and distorted realities that led them to question their own perceptions. These conditions shaped internal worlds organized around vigilance, responsibility, and emotional containment, rather than safety and differentiation. Importantly, participants also often felt loved by their mothers, even when consistency and emotional protection were absent. These experiences extended beyond the home. Although research suggests a supportive second parent can buffer maternal mental illness, fathers in these accounts were largely emotionally absent. While some provided structure or financial stability, they rarely offered emotional explanation, advocacy, or protection. Stigma further intensified isolation, as mothers often concealed their illness and daughters learned to keep the family reality private. When therapists or social workers were involved, they emerged as powerful facilitators of change, although significant systemic gaps remained. The second master theme, Emerging from the Shadows, focuses on adult meaning making. Participants reframed childhood experiences through empathy and compassion towards their mothers. While this supported emotional survival, it also reinforced guilt, loyalty, and endured obligation. Empathy functioned as both healing resource as well as a binding force. This meaning making was accompanied by lasting psychological and relational effects. Daughters described inherited emotional patterns, difficulties with regulation, and chronic internalized distress. Coping strategies included emotional restraint, humor, creativity, and substance abuse, as well as compartmentalization and intentional distancing, all adaptive responses that supported functioning while carrying long-term emotional costs. Master's Theme 3, From Survival to Selfhood. The third master theme explores daughters' ongoing relationships with their mothers. Rather than a resolution, participants described continued negotiation or ambivalence between love, responsibility, and self-protection. Boundaries were set alongside guilt, and distance was created without emotional disengagement. These relationships remained active and emotionally complex. Early relational dynamics also shaped adult romantic relationships, including challenges with trust, boundaries, and emotional regulation. At the same time, all participants demonstrated an active striving towards differentiation, maintaining connection while reclaiming autonomy. The mother's influence remained present, but no longer wholly defining. Clinically, these findings highlight the long-term emotional labor carried by adult daughters of mothers with mental illness. Many present in therapy with histories of parentification, chronic guilt, and difficulty asserting needs. Therapeutic work benefits from recognizing ambivalence and supporting differentiation, boundary setting, and self-compassion within the family systems framework. These findings also underscore the critical role clinicians can play as stabilizing and meaning-making figures within otherwise unsupported systems. This study shows that adult daughters of mothers with mental illness often carry invisible emotional labor across their lives. Caregiving roles shaped by love, loyalty, trauma, and survival do not resolve with age, but require ongoing negotiation between care and selfhood. These findings highlight the importance of early and safe intervention and of therapeutic spaces that support both attachment and agency. Thank you for listening.